Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you're having an amazing day so far. I'm your host Phil, and today's video we're going to compare two microphones against each other. We're going to check out the Shure Beta 58A against its Tbone clone, the MB85 Beta. Let's roll that intro clip and then let's talk about these microphones. All right, everybody, hope you're doing fine and well, and thank you for tuning in today's video. As I said before in the intro clip, what I want to do today is a little bit different from the usual amp and guitar related stuff. I want to check out some microphones which I got over here, especially some vocal microphones, and mainly over here the Shure Beta 58A, which I recently purchased and which has immediately become my go-to microphone for vocal live performance. I really dig this microphone. Going to talk about that in a moment, and especially shoot it out against the Tbone MB85 Beta, which is the in-house brand thomann clone of the Shure Beta 58A. So we're going to talk a little bit about the differences on paper. We're going to also check a little bit what they sound like sound-wise. For that, I have conducted a little bit of testing, which we're going to get into later. But first, some history regarding the Shure Beta 58A. So you might be all familiar with this microphone over here. This is the Shure SM58. I think everybody knows this microphone. I think most of you guys out there actually have one of those or have used this live already. Super sturdy. This is unbreakable, indestructible microphone. Hanging around, I think, since the 60s somewhere, and had kind of its rise to fame during the rock movement of the 60s throughout today. So this is the most popular mic out there for live use. It sounds great. It has a nice proximity effect, so when you're getting closer to the microphone, you're getting a lot of bass response over there. It's quite sturdy in the way how it can dampen handling noises and so on and so forth. You got, you know, like replaceable grills, and you can already see this is like super old and sturdy and yucky a little bit. So, but yeah, this was my go-to mic for basically decades. However, Shure in, I think, 1989 came to the realization that they should maybe upgrade the Shure SM58 because it was so popular, but times have changed, you know? And then they came out with the Shure Beta 58A. The main differences, apart from the optical differences, you know, like the rubber band, this being a little bit more bluish from the coating over here. But the main difference is that the Beta microphone has a supercardioid, so that means that it deflects sounds coming from the side a lot better than it does with the Shure SM58. Regarding the proximity effect, you know, like that low-end response which you're getting when you have very close to the microphone, both of them work fairly similar and fairly well. And from an EQ perspective, this microphone, the Beta microphone, has a lot more, I would say, presence to it. You know, so it's not fizziness in the highs, but the highs are more pronounced, but in a very, very nice way. And this has way higher output than the traditional Shure SM58. Now, that out of the way, the contender actually for this microphone is this Tbone MB85 Beta. Now, to put that in perspective, this is a microphone which costs 175 euros. That should be somewhere around $180 to $190. And this over here costs 40 euros. This is somewhat akin to more like $42 to $44, I think, currently. So for the price of one of these, you kind of get nearly 4 of these. And I just want to kind of find out, is it worth the extra cost for the original? All right. So the next portion of the video is me explaining the test setup and the methodology which I'm using in order for you to make a fair judgment on the results which you're getting and interpret them accordingly. Currently, you're still hearing my mic from a phone setup over here from my condenser microphone. So you're not hearing anything of that yet. That's for the A/B comparison. I have set up both microphones that they are pointing at the exact same angle and the same distance to my mouth. So that way, when I'm doing my vocal performances, you're getting the exact same take for A and B. That's important because I don't want to have any inconsistencies in the vocal performance to skew your judgment. The next thing which I have done is I have set up the gain on both interfaces in a test which I did prior to this to 0, to absolute 0, to avoid any tolerances within the gain parts, and I made vocal performances and A/B'd them. What I found out is that the Shure is 1.1 decibels louder than the Tbone. In most of my tests, what you're going to hear, we're going to keep these 1.1 decibels loudness difference on both takes, because I think it's important that you get the full picture of what the differences are between the microphones, and loudness difference is one of those aspects. Just that you are aware, the Shure is at most times going to be louder unless otherwise declared somewhere in the video over here. And without further ado, let's go to the A/B comparisons. A small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. A small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning. My sins are many, my guilt is too heavy. The pressure of knowing, of hiding what I know. My sins are many, my guilt is too heavy. The pressure of knowing, of hiding what I know. This over here is a proximity test of the Shure 58 Beta A. This over here is a proximity test of the Tbone MB85 Beta. Heavy lies your kingdom's throne on the stone cold ground, where the land is forged by blood when no hope is found. Built upon your victim's bones, fueled by vanity, can foresee your own demise and must fall to travesty. Say your prayers, little one, don't forget, my son, to include everyone. Yeah. I took you in, warm within, keep you free from sin, till the salmon he comes. Why is this happening? A maddened state has gone insane, scorching death till none is left to persecute us all. The human infamy, philosophy of endless gain, to crush the growth of evil seed, agree we must defeat. I think one final test is to conduct the handling noises of the microphones and compare them to each other. So what I've done right now is that I have the Shure microphone directly plugged into the XLR cable and through the effect signal chain, which I usually run on the vocal strip of my videos over here, which has all of the stuff, you know, compressor, expander, noise remover, and so on and so forth set up. And, you know, just play a little bit around with the microphone. So this is the Shure. Gonna plug out the XLR. Got now the MB85 Beta plugged into this, and gonna do the same tests right now with this microphone instead. All right. Of course, this test is not really scientific, but just that we have that also crossed off our list. Let's move over. All right, so what's my definitive conclusion over here? That's quite hard to say, actually. So if I'm comparing the Tbone MB85 Beta against the original Shure SM58, I have to clearly crown the winner being the Tbone MB85 Beta for its enhanced frequency range, you know, like that presence, that shine, which it has compared to a normal SM58, which we could not compare in this video. So maybe that is something for another video to come. But to be honest, when I was testing out this in the rehearsal room, I had all of the qualities which I had with the Shure SM58, and beyond that, I had that nice, you know, canceling out of all the other stuff. You know, I just could hear myself greatly in my in-ear monitor mix because this cut through like anything else. Now, if I compare this, although, against the Shure Beta 58A, I have to crown the Shure Beta the definitive winner because it sounds a little bit more fuller, it's a little bit louder, cuts even better through in the mix, suits my voice, which is a little bit thin, a lot more. It gives that, you know, that body, which the Tbone did not give. So I have to crown this all day the winner. However, keep in mind, for one of these, you get 4 of these. So if you are searching for a budget-friendly microphone and you want to have, you know, like not only your main vocalist getting a new microphone, but actually everybody in the band, your backing vocals, also get new microphones, 100% I can recommend these over here. These are absolutely kick-ass, especially for the price being asked, but also, without looking at the price, they are very reasonable, good microphones. And that is the conclusion which I, in general, have from Tbone. But yeah, man, I don't know. This became so dear to my heart. It immediately struck my heart. You know, yeah, but that's it. I hope that this comparison, even though I'm not a born natural singer and I'm just doing, you know, tests over here in my small studio setup, could help you in deciding which microphone you want to purchase out of those, or just give you a good example of what these microphones sounded like. And with that out of the way, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, then of course, please like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that stuff. Highly appreciate anybody engaging in the discussions in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching, and hopefully gonna see you on the next video. Until then, stay metal.